So the white flag out onto the speedway. Next time by, we're going to go 30 laps the distance here in this feature event for tonight. The 173, the hot shoe, Cody Bleau, the young gun out of East Greenbush, New York, looking to take this one down here in this one as they get ready to go. Him and Nick Krause up on the front row. Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Utica Rome Speedway, a shower of 602 crate power about to send a shockwave on the action track of the East as Cody Bleau looks to fire for Matt Burdick's green flag up off of turn number 3 and 4. We're going racing sportsman style as the green flag is out on the speedway.
Cody Bleau leads him into turn number 1. Here as we kick off this King of Dirt Sportsman feature event. Akali Dustin and Hardy Hio Silver down the back straight, away we go. Your leader looks like it's already the 09, Connor Cleveland.
Cleveland, the defending King of Dirt champion, looking for the lead, but here's Nick Krause going to power back on the outside as they work their way up off of turn number 4 and come to the flag. Score lap 1 at the line to the Broad Manufacturing Corporation. Car number 09, Connor Cleveland.
Up to 3rd place already, Rocky Warner, working the low road of the racetrack. Off of turn number 2, he gets by Filbeck. He is up to 3rd after starting back in the number 9 position.
Warner working his way on the inside. He's side by side with Filbeck off the corner as Cleveland continues to lead. Here comes the 1J to the inside lane. He'll take spot number 3 as Cody Bleau all the way back to the number 5 spot. DeMetro on the move as well as he moves up into spot number 6 as we continue to work our way through this with 2 laps on the board.
Connor Cleveland starting to stretch out now here on lap number 3. Working on 3. It's a side-by-side battle with Nick Krause and Rocky Warner.
They come off at turn number 4. Cleveland having this one is now Rocky works to the inside of Nick Krause as they bring him up into turn number 1 and 2. Meanwhile, as that happens, Matt Janczuk, who started back in spot number 11, looking to work his way up through the field as well. He sits 1 spot out of a top 5 run as they battle him off at turn number 2.
Down the back straight, away we go. Tightly bunched. Everyone looking for a key position here in the early going. The battle right now for 2nd as Krause is doing everything in his power to hold off Rocky Warner.
Warner still digging deep on the inside lane, trying to battle as that is continuing up through turn number 1 and 2. Here's Warner to the inside lane, trying to make the move off the corner as they power down up off the corner.
Trouble up in turn number 2.
33X of Matt Janczuk slowing up off the corner, and that is going to bring yellow out onto the speedway for the first time here 4 laps in to this 30-lap Sportsman feature event, as that is not going to be helping the 09 of Connor Cleveland as he's going to have Rocky Warner right on his back bumper.
Well, Matt Janczuk slowed down. Kyle DeMetro nearly ran into the back of him. It's if we eventually draw the 50-50 tickets, we will post the winning numbers on our website. Just a reminder, if all heck breaks loose and we have to draw the 50-50 ticket and you aren't here, we are going to post the numbers on our website, just so you know that, okay? Had a couple people waving tickets at me on the way by, Mike. Just wanted to clarify that. So, 4 in, 26 to go here in the Sportsman feature event. Rocky Warner went from 9th to 3rd on the first lap. Not bad, huh?
Not at all. As the 09 of Connor Cleveland going to power him off at turn number 3 and 4. We'll go back to green flag racing here. 26 laps remaining as they bring him down up into turn number 1 and 2.
And the turn 1, Warner on the restart goes to the number 2 spot.
Caution's out.
As a yellow out onto the speedway right away. Looks like a no-start situation going to be the reason for the caution. As we still have 26 laps left to go here in this feature event.
And thank you for your belief in us tonight, fans, for coming on out. You know the weather was forecast wasn't the best. Thank you for coming out and supporting us. We'll do our best to get the show in for you.
White flag going to be displayed to the drivers this time by. So next time by, we're going to go back to green flag racing here with 26 laps remaining here. Race number 2 of the King of Dirt Sportsman Series as part of the DIRTcar East region for the 2017 season. And a lot on the line here tonight. As, don't forget, Sportsman modified teams for this season. If you win a race on the 1-800-GOT-JUNK King of Dirt Racing DIRTcar East Region Tour presented by DODSON Construction and Dean's Electrical Service, not only will they claim an Indy Speed Shop $250 winner bonus, they'll also qualify for the All-Star Invitational for DIRTcar Sportsman on Friday night during the One Dirt World Short Track Championship weekend at the Charlotte Dirt Track in North Carolina. This Sunday, here tonight. One more driver is going to join Chad Edwards on the road, and we're going to see who that is going to be to get a shot to run at Charlotte. But we still have 26 more markers left to knock off here before this one's over, as Connor Cleveland going to look to take the green through turn number 3 and 4.
Here we go. Rocky does it again.
4 cars or so together in turn number 4, which is going to bring yellow back out on the speedway. Jeff Watson involved, A.J. Miller involved.
Those over there are not good. I know. They're scary. How low they are.
A few other cars as well. Looks like the 15 of Kyle DeMetro.
Forts, yes, we know.
I wasn't going to go any further than that. I was going to be nice.
You come from the team that breaks my team's heart, a fan's heart.
So again, this will be a single file restart here. 4 laps completed, and we're wasting no time. Pace car going to be in up off of turn number 3 and 4. Connor Cleveland, the defending champion of the King of Dirt Series last year, cemented that with a really interesting race at Bear Ridge last year to finish off the season, but we'll see what the 09 can do. Coming off a couple of great runs out at the Airborne Park Speedway. Off of turn number 3 and 4, we'll go back to Green Flag Racing here. 26 laps remaining.
Here we go. Rocky Warner lines up Nick Krause on the inside, down the first ready, but Nick shuts the door, going down into turn number 1.
First car to step out of line will be the 27 of Jeremy Pitts. He rolls up on the top side, trying to get by Filbeck. Meanwhile, Rocky Warner with some power down the backstretch. He'll take the number 2 spot away as they head into turn 3.
Nick Krause ain't going away without a fight, and he's looking like he's trying to go from 3rd to 1st on that move off of turn number 4. He hangs on to 2nd, but Rocky's right there, and Rocky's got the preferred line, I would say.
The Flying Squirrel trying to power up off of turn number 2. That time he does, and he's going to set his sights on race leader Connor Cleveland down the back straightaway. Keep an eye on that battle for 5th as now Filbeck and Pitts side by side, but as that happens, Rocky Warner going to try to steamroll up on the top side, take the number 1 spot away as they come to the line. We're going to click off lap number 6, and it's going to be Rocky by about the front part of the tire.
Lap 6 with an outside move off of turn number 4. Rocky Warner leads. Back straightaway continues to build momentum going into turn number 3, and he stretches out the 3, making 4 car lengths.
Warner looking for his 3rd straight King of Dirt Series victory here at the Utica Rome Speedway, as he had a clean sweep last year, as he currently has taken this away. Cleveland still sits in 2nd, Krause 3rd, 4th now Cody Bleau, and this battle for 5th still raging on. And Michael Sabia taking a good look at what the 27 of Pitts is doing. He's going to step it up on the wide line as well.
Yeah, well, they ain't working down low. You got to take it off the bottom. Off the turn they come. It continues to be Rocky Warner, your lead driver. Connor Cleveland 2nd, Nick Krause 3rd. 4th is Pitts. 5th is Cody Bleau. 6th is Filbeck.
Warner going to take it down the back straightaway. If Warner is to hold on here through these next 22 laps, it'll be his 6th career feature event win on the King of Dirt Series as he clicks off lap number 9. His first one coming up on coming all the way back on April 18th at the Track of Champions, and now looking for the Utica Rome win here. That was the last time he was in victory lane back on September 10th a year ago, and he's starting to pull away from the 09 of Cleveland down the back straightaway.
Michael Sabia just dove under Cody Bleau going down to turn number 1. He is up to number 5 position, so Sabia moves into the top 5 here on lap number 9.
As that happens, A.J. Filbeck right behind him as the 173 starts to backslide up off of turn number 4. A tough break for the driver out of East Greenbush from his pole starting position as the A1 Installer's A1 car gets by him, and now he has Chad Edwards breathing down his neck as well, working through 1 and 2.
Late counter Dave Marcuccilli has worked his way from 18th up to 11th, but he's going to drop back to 12th if he can't pull that down the back straightaway.
Marcuccilli looking to handle that one as he looks to get by Duell up into turn number 3 and 4. He will clear him as now we take a look at Rocky Warner. He's starting to see the back half of the field here as Justin Smith is now in sight of your race leader as the top 5 running single file down the backstretch as Rocky heads it down into 3 and 4.
Well, Rocky Warner knows his track like the back of his hand, but he seems to know every track like the back of his hand as he comes off of turn number 4 to complete lap number 12.
12 in the books, 18 left remaining. Connor Cleveland still looking at the number 2 spot as we got some great battles going on toward the end of the top 10 as Chris Mackey now rolling on the outside of Cody Bleau for position here as Cody Bleau's top 10 spot in jeopardy now as Dave Marcuccilli continuing to push his way up through the field. The next car he's going to see is Cody Bleau, and he's working his way up. Still a lot of time to go, but he's got about a half a track behind Rocky.
Yeah, if the green flag stays on, it's going to be quite difficult. We're 3 laps away from the official race because we're racing the weather, so 16 would be official, and right now we're working on lap 14 next time around.
Rocky this time brings it through turn number 3 and 4 as he continues to catch up on lap traffic down the backstretch. Cleveland still sits in spot number 2. Krause 3rd. 4th is Pitts. 5th is Sabia. 6th, AJ Filbeck. 7th, Chad Edwards. 8th, Chris Mackey. 9th, Dave Marcuccilli. Rounding out your top 10 right now is Cody Bleau with a few cars breathing down his neck right behind him as we move closer to this halfway point.
We got a 3-second lead right now for Rocky Warner. Back in 3rd is Nick Krause. 4th is Pitts. 5th is Sabia. 6th is Filbeck. 7th is Edwards. 8th is Mackey, 9th is Marcuccilli, and Cody Bleau rounds out the top 10.
Warner this time gets the cross flanks from the starter Matt Burdick down in front as he continues to roll away as Connor Cleveland keeps it down on the inside looking to get by Justin Smith for that. Get by lap traffic rather as nobody really races on the track. Closest thing right now, Chad Edwards right on the back bumper of the A1 of AJ Filbeck as they roll down the backstretch.
And behind them back here, going off of turn number 2, Calabrese's got a lot of heat coming from behind him as 4 other cars are trying to chase him down. We're past the halfway point. This would be an official race.
Warner now seeing some traffic right in front of him in the form of Charlie Tibbitts, Chris Lynch, and Jack Lehner. He's still got a half a straightaway on Connor Cleveland, who sits second. Right now, Krause holding on to a strong third-place run as they roll down the back straightaway. But that battle now, keep an eye, as Calabrese is going to have Kevin Chaffee right there with him. And also Pessolano now working on David Schilling on the inside lane.
Well, Nick Krause gets by a lap car down the front straightaway, moving smoothly through 1 and 2. However, the lead continues to stretch out just a little bit, lap after lap. 3.5-second lead for Rocky Warner as we've got 13 laps to go.
Warner this time comes by. He clicks off lap number 18. 12 left remaining as the field really starting to string out a little bit more as...
Yeah, this reminds me more of a 100-lap type of race than it does a 30-lap race, Mike, the way they're all spread out around the racetrack.
Not something you usually see in this situation, but
you're right.
Marcuccilli really starting to push on and trying to close in on the 3 of Chris Mackey here as we're going to head to the final third of this one next time by as Rocky Warner just continuing to pace the field. Connor Cleveland sitting there in the number 2 spot. It looks like he may have it if he can just keep his momentum rolling.
Well, it took about half a second off the lead that last lap, Connor Cleveland did.
That being said, though, Rocky deep into lap traffic right in the front. That may be the reason why. And if you look ahead of him, he's got about 4 cars. Cleveland's still got 4 cars between him and Rocky Warner, though.
Back to 3.5. So, yeah, it's Rocky's doing what Rocky does.
Working it down off the corner. Rocky Warner still at the front of this one as they continue to push their way through as he continues to put more cars a lap down here in the final 10 laps. He's on the back bumper of Cody Bleau. A tough break for the 173 who started on the pole in this one. He just seems to keep dropping back.
Cody Bleau back in the 21st position.
Continuing to push their way through here as we move toward the closing stages of this one. We'll run through the order here. Rocky about to cross the line down in front. That'll put 22 on the board. Connor Cleveland holding on to a strong second place finish. So he looks to get by Chris Lynch coming down the front stretch. Third on the grid right now is still Nick Krause. Jeremy Pitts with a strong 4th place run and rounding out your top 5 all the way from Easton, Connecticut. Michael Sabia having a great run after 2 really tough ones last year here at the Speedway.
Down the first turn, Filbeck nearly gets some contact down there with Chaffee as they come off of turn number 2, but they keep him off from going in the right direction.
Filbeck trying to hold off here, also trying to get into the top 5 as he's trying to run him down. And this may be the best battle as here comes Chris Mackey working up on the outside lane, trying to dive around the 37 of Chad Edwards down the front straightaway. Edwards, the point leader here in the closing stages. Every point matters because Rocky Warner comes into this event 11th in points. So he's got some points to make up. Chad Edwards trying to put some more on the board here before this one's all said and done.
Edwards back in the number 7 position, so he's picking up, he's staying where you want to be. If you want to go for a point championship, you want to just be top 10. Be consistent.
Now keep an eye on this one. Connor Cleveland's having a little trouble getting by Jack Lehner. If Nick Krause can put a couple shots of momentum together before this one's all said and done. We'll see if he can get anything rolling down the backstretch, but not looking like it right now as Connor Cleveland still holding on to second here with just 5 laps remaining.
Yeah, time ticking away in this one. 25 laps up the road, it'll be 26 when Rocky crosses the line.
As the field working through, Warner deep into lap traffic, but not slowing him down at all. And I hate to say this isn't, this is exactly what we expected in this one, but the way Rocky's running these events, bigger money events, Rocky just seems to show up, and actually it may not matter.
We got a car in trouble up on the top side between 1 and 2, sliding off and back onto the racetrack.
That is Jason Rood coming back up off the corner here as time starting to run out. Rocky working his way down the back straightaway in through 3 and 4 this time. As he'll come by this time, 3 laps remaining for the driver of the Jake's Breakers used cars, car number 1J, looking for his 6th win all-time on the King of Dirt Tour, 3rd overall here in competition at the Utica Rome Speedway, as time's starting to run out in this one for Connor Cleveland.
Well, Rocky Warner just needs to wheel his way through traffic, which he's trying to do, try to put Mark Effner down the lap as he comes off of turn number 4. 2-lap sign coming on up as, again, Rocky moves up past the 17E of Effner.
They're working their way up off the corner here once again as Rocky Warner will take the number 2 spot away. Not take the number 2 spot away. Click off here with 2 laps to go here. He'll see the white flag this time by 1 lap remaining here in this feature event for the driver of the 1J as Warner way out in front of this one.
Well, David Schilling has rallied quite well in this race. He's up to the top 10 here as we wind this one down. But Rocky Warner is going to go on with a convincing victory here tonight as he'll bring it down around the racetrack one final time.
For the 6th time in King of Dirt racing competition, the Flying Squirrel, Rocky Warner, going to go to victory lane, 3rd straight here at Utica Rome as he picks up the win. Second on the grid is going to be the 09 of Connor Cleveland as he'll bring him off on turn number 4. He'll take the number 2 spot. Coming home in 3rd will be the 27 of Jeremy Pitts. Nick Krause going to settle for 4th, and rounding out your top 5 will be the 7 of Michael Sabia.
Chris Mackey comes home 6th. AJ Filbeck will be 7th. 8th is Chad Edwards. 9th will be Dave Marcuccilli, and Dave Schilling rounds out the top 10. So Rocky Warner comes home with a 7.3-second victory over Connor Cleveland. Jeremy Pitts, solid 3rd place finish. Nick Krause 4th. And Michael Sabia rounded out the top 5. So again, 6 through 10, Chris Mackey, AJ Filbeck, Chad Edwards, Dave Marcuccilli, and David Schilling. Mike Warren heading down trackside for a quick interview, and then it will be an efficient one with Rocky Warner as we're calling the modifieds out, and not a lot of them were lined up over there. I think they were like all of us trying to wonder when the weather was going to hit, but so far, just holding our breath. Mike, you have to turn toward the tower. Mike, turn toward the tower.
09, 27, 24K, 7S, 3, A1.
The 6th time in his career down here in King of Dirt Series competition in Vic.
14X.
Mike Warren, you have to face the tower when you're announcing with that microphone. Face the tower with the bottom of it.
18K.
Like that. That should...
173, 28, 40.